Welcome back to the Malaysian Money Matters Show. It's the 22nd of August 25. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some really crucial news, covering both Malaysian corporate updates and some big global developments.
Exactly. And our goal really is to cut through the noise, give you the key insights, and help you understand, what the actual impact is.
We want to connect the dots for you.
Yeah, see how these different pieces, local and international, fit together in the bigger economic picture.
Absolutely. So let's kick things off here in Malaysia. First up, there's been quite a bit of talk about Khazanah National and their investment in FashionValet. It's become a bit of a case study, hasn't it? Especially on the risks of what people call icon-driven businesses.
Yeah, it really has, where the business is just so heavily tied to the founder's personal brand. Khazanah put in, 27 million ringgit back in 2018?
Yeah, and the company was already loss-making then.
For 6 years, actually. And then, the outcome wasn't great. They sold their stake last year for only 3.1 million ringgit. That's a write-off of about 24 million. Yeah. And the Public Accounts Committee, Parliament's watchdog, had some pretty direct recommendations for Khazanah.
Like what?
Well, things like reporting their overall investment performance clearly, consistently reviewing any major losses, improving risk planning.
Yeah.
For things you don't expect.
And importantly.
And crucially, educating the public. Making it clear that venture capital is high risk, high reward. Failures are, they're part of the game when you're chasing innovation.
It's a tough balance, managing public funds with that kind of inherent risk.
Definitely.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the Penang LRT MUTR line. There's news about a revised cost ceiling.
Right. MRT Corp approved a higher ceiling, now 16.8 billion ringgit.
Which sounds like a big jump. Is this a cost overrun?
That's the key thing. They're stressing it's not a typical cost overrun. It's more about adjusting to, reality.
Reality meaning?
Meaning global cost inflation, which affects everything, higher land acquisition costs than originally planned, and actually an increased scope of work.
So more work involved too.
Yeah, some additional works for the Macallum and Silicon Island sections. It's basically updating the budget to reflect today's prices and the final project scope, considering the plans are nearly a decade old now.
Got it. Okay, sticking with costs and operations, but shifting gears. Labor. The Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers has raised a flag.
A pretty serious one. They're warning that the selective reopening of foreign worker quotas isn't going to cut it.
Not enough.
Apparently not. They're saying critical labor shortages are still hitting various industries, hard furniture, rubber products, even E&E and food processing.
Why the shortage now?
It's a mix of things. Workers went home during freezes, couldn't be replaced, and now orders are picking up again. They're really pushing for a better system,
like
a more transparent, efficient, predictable digital platform for getting approvals. Something faster, less reliant on agents. It's about competitiveness, really.
Makes sense. Okay, let's zoom out now to the international stage. Big news on the trade front between the U.S. and the EU.
Yes. A new framework trade deal has been finalized. It's quite comprehensive.
What are the headlines?
Well, the U.S. side includes a 15% tariff on most EU imports. Think autos, pharma, semiconductors, lumber.
And the EU side?
The EU commits to scrapping tariffs on all U.S. industrial goods and giving better access for U.S. seafood and agricultural products. Plus, there's talk of U.S. auto tariff relief for European car makers soon.
Interesting. Anything else stand out?
Yeah, the strategic alignment bit. The EU plans to buy significant amounts of U.S. LNG, oil, nuclear products, and even, get this, AI chips. It really shapes future flows, especially in energy and tech.
Speaking of strategic shifts, let's look at China's petrochemical sector. They're planning a major overhaul.
A really sweeping plan aimed squarely at tackling overcapacity. It's quite a move.
How are they doing it?
It's sort of a two-pronged approach. First, phasing out smaller, inefficient plants and pushing upgrades for older ones to cut emissions and boost yields.
Okay, cleaning up existing capacity. What's the second part?
That's the more forward-looking bit. Aggressively redirecting investment away from basic chemicals and towards advanced materials.
Advanced materials like?
Things needed for AI, robotics, semiconductors, high-value, strategic stuff. So it's not just about managing oversupply. It's a pivot to fuel their high-tech ambitions. Big implications for global supply chains.
And sticking with AI, OpenAI has some huge ambitions beyond just developing models, right?
Oh, yeah. Their CFO has talked about potentially selling AI infrastructure services directly.
Like Amazon Web Services, but for AI.
Exactly like AWS. That's the inspiration. They're talking about spending potentially trillions on building out data centers.
Trillions. Wow.
Yeah. They see a chance to basically leverage their own expertise in designing AI-specific infrastructure and turn it into a whole new business. It could reshape how AI infrastructure is delivered globally.
Fascinating. Yeah. Okay, one last piece of international news, this time from India. A significant move regarding online gaming.
Yes, India's parliament just passed a bill banning online games played with money.
Why the ban?
The stated concerns are around financial and psychological harm, especially for vulnerable people, addiction, financial ruin, that sort of thing.
What's the likely impact?
It's a massive threat to India's multi-billion-dollar fantasy gaming sector. We could see lots of apps shut down, significant job losses. It really highlights that growing tension, between rapid tech growth and government concerns about social impact.
We might see similar debates elsewhere, too.
Very possibly. It's a space to watch.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, you can really see how all these different threads, local policy, global trade, tech ambitions, regulations, they all interconnect.
They really do. From Khazanah's VC lessons here in Malaysia to China's industrial pivot and OpenAI's infrastructure dreams, it all shapes the economic landscape we operate in.
Definitely food for thought. What deeper implications might these stories hold for you, or perhaps for your industry?
Worth considering.
We certainly hope this deep dive has given you some valuable insights today. And don't forget to subscribe to the Malaysia Money Matters podcast for more in-depth analyses like this one. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian listed companies.